Hey guys, and welcome back to Beck Square Gaming. It's time to continue on with our Asylum series. Let's do it. Get the music first. So, wherever the oh jeez. Yeah, so if he died after he swallowed the wind-up key, it's his corpse we're gonna need from the morgue. Because we're gonna have to get, and that's where the letter opener is gonna come from. We're gonna have to cut into him. That's horrific. Really, game? That's what you're gonna make us do? That's just gross. Right, we need the music box. How do we get the music box? Alright. Need to work out how to deal with him. Back. Well, the music box is disappearing. So, come back to that. Right, where are we? What have we got? Find spring for the music box. I maybe need to nursery rhyme. I'm going to be reacting to a nursery rhyme for the music box. Perhaps I'll be. Need to find Lenny, see if he knows who cellmate. That's the creepiest bit. The cell blocks are the absolute creepiest bit of this whole damn game. People being kept in tiny little rooms like cages. It's just, ugh. You go find Lenny. His cart was blocking the way last time. He's still there, so he has to be here somewhere. So where is he? Let's have a look. At 12 o'clock, he's on floor 3 cleaning the corridor. I don't think we're going to find him. Other way. I can't seem to get up the stairs, so... Was here, but he's not here now. So that is... Let's have a look. Various rooms, operating rooms, psychiatry, rehabilitation, operating room A, operating room B, something, and then, okay. This is such a massive building. I can actually understand why this is such a big game in terms of stuff. Here we go. That was who was in with him, Will Hodgson. Age 33, stable, cell 102A, group E. William Hodgson is a robust man with rugged facial features. Half of his face is covered in severe burn scars. He fell victim to an intense fire as a child as a result of being neglected by his parents. Experienced panic attacks when a subject of fire resurfaces. Oh. Results in psychogenic, non-epileptic seizures and uncontrollable crying. Such reactions are in stark contrast to his opposing look. Hodgson is unfortunately become a slave to his irrational fear. However, this patient can be fully specific and mellow. Routinely obeying orders and staying out of trouble. Specialist determines his condition well as shows promise. They've got reasoning and learning far more than his peers. I'd like to have a formidable voice that commands a sense of respect, which is build high-risk patients. Otherwise, have taken advantage of him. That says Leonard Hunting. That's a broken arm. Or a broken something. Right. Okay. Exhausted and disappointed by the last session, I decided to take a walk inside the yard to clear my mind. It's a sunny afternoon, more peaceful than usual. Patients aimlessly wandering on the grass, all of them lost about their business. Soothed ambience, if a bit eerie, which helped calm my nerves. Among those patients sitting enjoying the blissful yet rare moment was Leonard, who was more talkative than usual with his peers, clearly influenced by the same kind of haunting aura that I felt in the air. There's something about it that makes me even more irate about the regression of my group. Leonard is so close to being discharged from the institute. Was so close to being discharged. As I approached him, hopes less more open conversation. Therapy session usually afforded, striking detail that I had missed earlier thanks to dull lighting of the therapy room stopped me in my tracks. There was a noticeable rash across his ankle running from his right foot up to the bottom of his gown. Mary seemed to have completely scratched himself, and quite recently too, judging by this shiny red spot sprinkled across his skin. Puzzled about this, I motioned him to get patient's attention, but noticed another curious aspect of his appearance. His gown was overly dirty, although this fact itself was irritatingly... took me a minute for that word, was irritatingly unusual, but now, however, just can't be dark for some sort of splotches of organic matter as if Leonard had rubbed himself against a mouldy wall. My initial guess was he had simply laid down in the grassy grounds of the yard to have some rest, but there's something about the texture of those stains that still intrigued me. He had a certain glittering nature to them, like a trail of slug would leave, and the colour wasn't quite green either, reminiscent of grass, but a similar shade of turquoise. I took Leonard to my office to ask him a few follow-up questions in private. The organic stuff that I obtained proved to be more bewildering than I imagined. It is a fungoid origin as suspected. It seems to be extremely rare. While this is far from my area of expertise, there's no question the sample is somehow unique. Reports indicate it can be only thrive in warm, humid environments, which is unlike conditions in our region. We are blessed with dry weather throughout the year. However, that means this mold or fungus is some kind of deep undergrowth. And somehow Limiter's gotten close to it. I left a cotton swab impregnated with the stuff next to one of the lab rats. Evidence indicates the presence of this material caused a visible rash in Leonard's body, so as a mere small quantity should produce a marked change in the little critter. Something happened to the rat. I can't quite put my finger on it. That is, but the rat is behaving differently. No physical attentions, but something is not the same. Could it be carcinogenic? A number of mold species produce toxins that can cause various health problems, the worst of which can ultimately include liver, lung cancer, as well as invasive rare diseases, especially in small children, the elderly, and people with weak immune systems. The most toxic molds known to date to be black mold, or Staphylococcus chartarum. If I got that wrong, guys, I'm sorry. Which can cause general respiratory problems. Yeah, black mold is a pain in the ass. Especially if one has asthma or allergies, it may be linked to lung cancer. None of this applies to our case. Moreover, poisonous mushrooms are known to cause organ failure, but none proven exist have been invasive to this extent. There is the death caps and rather romantically named destroying angels in the realm of plants. There's of course Atropia belladonna, but that's basically poison. It doesn't stimulate a malignant growth. Though some species of Russians contain naturally produced carcinogens, these exist only in a minute amounts and cannot directly cause cancer, and yet there's peer review records of the unusual... Oh my goodness, I don't even want to try to pronounce it. Ophicordyceps. Unilateralis. Ooh. Which is pathogenic fungus, although it only attacks insects. Yes, that's the... Is that not similar to the one that's in The Last of Us? And it's the thing that attacks ants, is it not? And causes them to do weird things. It is parasitic indeed, and sometimes to the rat, but nothing's possible. There's no record of such a thing anywhere in the world. If what I suspect is true, this carcinoid has an effect akin to a hallucinogenic drug, and if Leonard came close to it, maybe the rest. Oh my god. That's what I said. There was something in where they're digging that's causing everybody to go cuckoo. This is one of the operating theatres. Oh, that's... Yeah. Yeah, no. Well. Right, well that's gonna be... Okay, so obviously at some point we're gonna have to use that to look at what's on the slide. Is there 3 drawers there or 2 drawers there? 3 drawers. Kind of hard to see. It's not the brightest. Other set of drawers. Nothing in it. And bottom one. Alright. It's a bit annoying. It's like, it's kind of like you don't want to not search in case you miss something, but part of you is like, okay. Ooh. Jar that seemed unused in newer condition than the rest of the items here to my interest. The label said hydrochloric acid. I nearly returned it to the shelf but decided to keep it around for now. Well, would that not melt the rust? This machine, it seemed to be self-operating and similarly designed to perform a biopsy, but how? What was I supposed to do with it? Okay. Alright, well, at some point we're getting on that thing. Yeah. So at some point we need to do a biopsy on ourselves. Great! Oh, I can't wait for that moment. No, let's not. Okay. Ah, I know what we need here. We're gonna be syringing the f out of that crazy guy down the stairs. Alright. Okay. Breakthroughs in experimental surgery. It's widely acknowledged that Dr. Hannibal was the architect of many novel medical procedures. His championed technological advances for treating his patients. A noteworthy example of this development of a new automated machine that could extract brain tissue samples quickly and without incision. According to the studies conducted by Hannibal, how can you do it without an incision? Studies conducted by Hannibal, many patients suffered from serious mental illness are caused by brain tumours must be treated with surgery. The large unexpected caseload of SMI patients. I doubt it. Dr. Hannibal felt the need to devise a system that facilitated the tumour's detection process more efficiently than previous methods. In Hannibal's time, the most widely used process for obtaining samples of brain tissue. A great deal of time and required 3 to 4 surgeons per patient to perform craniotomy. and extract the tissues. Precious time was also needed to seal the large incision to the cranium to expose this procedure. Devised a stereotactic transorbital brain biopsy equipment. A wondrous machine capable of extracting brain tissue sample through an eye socket. Oh! Thus avoiding the need. Oh, that. I know exactly what it means, and that has just made every part of me just shiver went down my spine. Thus, according to the need for craniotomy altogether, a doctor would simply put the coordinates of the tumour's expected location, and it would complete the procedure using an extraction needlepoint movable arc. This queer investigation led to some scientists started to believe that using this machine would increase the possibility of brain hemorrhage. As accuracy was questionable, Dr. Hannibal dismissed these operations as uniform, stating that the target machine was based on the most detailed brain analysis of the time. Okay, that is... yeah. Alright, let's get out here. That's just... I don't think I want to watch that cutscene when that's going to happen. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure my brain's going to cope with that for even a moment. Alright. Right, well, there's so many things we've not come across yet. Mistreatment of patients. Several nurses who prefer to remain anonymous have filed further complaints about the erogenous abuse of... egregious. Get that one right, eh? Egregious. Try that again, Becky. Erogenous. Jesus Christ, that's an entirely different statement. Try that again. Several nurses who prefer to remain anonymous have filed further complaints about the egregious abuse of patients by authorities at Hannibal Mental Institution. This has led to a tense atmosphere of quarrelling and accusations of employees inside once respectable institutions. Law enforcement officials apprised of the situation spent hours yesterday searching the mental hospital. When no evidence of wrongdoing was found, they proved details during a press conference about the rapid thickening state of the building and expressed concerns for the safety of patients. Injuries exhibited by alleged mistreatment cannot be attributed to this particular source. Wounds range from severe bruises and cuts to violent fractures, and the worst case, severe burn marks. Family members of the patients and employees demanded more severe intervention by the state authorities. Dr. Hannibal, who's disinterested in discussing these grave allegations, the media board is offensive, did not pin it. So we'll come back to this. I think I've found a way to get the box. Definitely takes a pause every time it loads a section. Oh. Where did that take? I don't know where that took. Okay. I'm here. Ah. Okay. So it took me like that, I think. get into the wing. I love it how it just gets so calm when you come outside. Ooh, I'm not sure I should be standing on that, but okay. Right. So at some point we're gonna have to fix the water. Okay. All right. This is a really interesting game. It's not as easy as you would think in the sense of there's kind of a lot of absolutely just whoa. It is absolutely just turning into there's not really been anything. This seems to be less of a horror game and more of a puzzle game, just full-blown puzzle. There's very little kind of horror that I'm seeing of any kind at the moment. Okay. Side, okay. Interesting. Can I go back through that door? I can. Alright. So I looked at all of that and I came down and across. Right, I'm here. I thought I was over here. How the hell did I get over here then? So I went through the operator. Oh, I went across that external hallway, didn't I? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I went across there. I'm going, how the hell did I manage that? That's ominous as fuck. There you go. We've now got both of those doors open, which we wanted. I think we need to... I don't know what we need to do. Right, we need to... Right, we're here. I gotta go back downstairs because we need to go... Yeah, I know where we need to go. We need to go get that music box. And then the other thing we need is the spring. Right, so we need to go sedate this guy, then get the spring, then get the music box, then get the spring. No, I'm clicking on rumors. Right, so how do I... No, come on, give me that. Stop doing that. Oh, really? All right. Okay. Man, I'm cruel. Get in there. Okay, let's go. This is a really bad idea, people. Personally, I think we should relock the goddamn door, but that might just be me. There was something rusty down here that we had to do, and I think the acids for whatever the hell was rusty down here. I don't remember what it was. In here, maybe? Nope. Ah. Right. Okay. Ah, okay, so I've got to get tubes into water level left and septic. Alright. Right, okay. Alright. So that's a different puzzle, but we've got the thing to do the water now. That's a start. Right, was it here? It's definitely something rusty somewhere. No, oh, was it here? Maybe it was here. Oh. Oh. Go in. No. Well, it's not that then. I thought it was the hydrochloric acid, but not, apparently. Right. I think that was it. It was the rusty... I assumed that was what we were trying to do, but I guess not. Right, back to the morgue now, I think. Back up to the morgue. That was an ominous, nice ominous sound there. This way, right? Here? Yes. Looking for E103. So where's E103? Find it. Alright. Not that one. That one. Where are you, you little git? Not that one, so it's the one at the far end then. Over this side. Don't remember which one. Eh. Nope. There it is. Okay. Okay, I'm a little confused then. Because I thought I know exactly how can you recover it. It's in his body. Can we please have it? But no, apparently not. Right, I must be missing an additional step. Let's go. I don't think we can find Lenny to talk to him, unfortunately. Which is actually what we kind of need. We'll have him further conversation with him.
Dr. Miller?
What is it this time?
Just one moment of your time, please.
Information, please. Right,
Would you happen to know who Bertrand's cellmate was in the past?
No. And I'm not interested in hearing information that has no bearing on my present goals.
Fine. Have you seen a strange contraption in a surgery room?
That strange contraption is Walter's most remarkable creation.
What's it for?
Seriously? We have a gigantic library and ample documentation on the history of Hanwell Institute. Go see for yourself.
okay.
There's one more.
Please, enough chatter. I have work to do.
I'll be on my way.
So you only get to ask so many questions per person. That's important to know. Okay, so you need to ask the right questions of the right person. Okay. I thought it had... Yeah, does it not tell you that... Well, we know that's who it was because it says cell 102. So, we've already got that information, but for some reason it's not registering that we know that piece of information. Rehabilitation's morning report. A number of patients exhibited injuries of varying severity and unknown origin. Recommend they continue a more extensive round of rehabilitation sessions to avoid worsening condition. As usual, we'll continue with the session sourced by cell number, cell 101A, patient as well, no special care. 102, cellmates Bertrand, LaRoche, and William Hodgson present a marked deterioration in their condition. LaRoche is growing increasingly intense, and Nurse Mary noticed a number of bruises on his body. New episodes would fall in sort of catatonic state, unable to amend. Hodgson is similarly more on edge than usual, with serious burns to his chest that no one can explain. Cell 105, we detect another fracture in Leonard's ankle. None of the staff can explain how this happened or are aware of his osteogenesis, and extreme care was already enforced. 2 sessions each day are recommended. Noon report, C102. Cellmates had some kind of quarrel over a music book that LaRoche enjoyed but made Hodgson nervous. As describing in the struggle, Hodgson retrieved the spring from the device and immediately swallowed it. The patient was immediately taken to the operating room. Surgeons deemed it too dangerous to perform the excision on his... Sorry, right, try that again. The patient was immediately taken to the operating room, but the surgeons deemed it too dangerous to perform the excision on his current condition. High blood pressure must be managed for administration anesthetic. Anesthesis? Yeah. CA1 Hodgson died of a heart attack during a session. Nothing could be done to lower his pressure, but for passing away, the specialist reported a heart rate so high the chest was visibly throbbing. Deceased has been taken to the morgue. Cell 105, Crawford has developed chronic asthma. Traces of dirt were found across his body. Recommended. With the lights on. Father's Leonard. Okay, Hodgson, that was patient swallowed the wind-up key in my vision. Okay. So that now give me more information. Find Hodgson's body. Now we're going back to the morgue. See, it's amazing. If you just miss one piece of thing, you just lose everything. But you're getting there. There's a lot of walking around. I'm actually really enjoying this. I don't know what it's like to kind of watch, but certainly, I was expecting a sort of horror. It's not actually, well, it is horror in a way. It's really, really creepy, actually. But it's more creepy as in, horrific concept than anything else. According to this book, Hodgson's remains were right here in the morgue. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're lifting that awfully easy for the fact that there's a person in there. This mirrors that seem way too... Like, this guy's supposed to be a big, bulky bloke and you just... Then open the damn bag. Right. How do I open the bag? I get that, but how do I do it? I'd have to gather strength. Okay, what's my journal saying? Alright. That's... anything. Oh, jeez. Oh, please tell me I'm not going to do what I think I have to do here. Oh, man! This is horrific. This is just wrong. This is just wrong. No! No, no! Oh my god. This is... What the hell? Did we never leave the hospital? Have we been here this whole time? Are we just hallucinating everything that's happening? Oh! Oh my god. Why are his ribs fractured? Well, I suppose if he had a heart attack and they were trying to resuscitate him, that might happen, wouldn't it? Gonna be in his intestines. Well, it depends on when he swallowed it and how far through it got. There's the key. Oh! Oh, no! Can we close the bag back up and give him... Alright, well... And with that, guys, we're going to actually break this hour in half just because it took so long to do. So we're going to leave this here. If you are enjoying yourself, give us a like, give us a comment on what you think of the series, and we will see you the next one. Enjoy.